Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, Kane Twan speaking. This is the 4th day of May, and just to let you all know that my birthday passed. Don't want to reveal how old I am, but I'm old enough to know and do a lot of things that, let's just say I'm just old enough to do a lot of things. Today's topic, I'll be discussing the efficient market hypothesis. Now, in economic theory, there's a concept of market efficiency, the EMH, known as the efficient market hypothesis, is one of the basic ideas of finance theory. There are 3 forms of market efficiency. I apologize for the noise. I'm outside doing this podcast right now on this nice day. Now, as I was saying, there are 3 forms of market efficiency: weak, semi-strong, and strong. The criterion of efficiency is determined by the access of its participants to information. The completeness of the information regarding the asset price is a crucial factor in ENH. I apologize, ENH. Thus, it is important to analyze 3 forms of market efficiency. Let's start with the first one, the weak form efficient. The weak form of market efficiency occurs if the value of an asset fully reflects the related information, any information that a person gets, that if it's right or wrong, dealing with any financial situation whatsoever. Therefore, it is a state of the market corresponds to such forms that analysis of past formation becomes unnecessary, since it's already been reflected in the price. Now, past transformation is primarily data analyzed in the framework of technical analysis. An analysis with data on market prices can identify trends and predict their behavior in the future, that sort of thing. Now, the next one I like to discuss is semi-strong form. The semi-strong form of efficiency assumes that the price of an asset reflects not only past but public information. Such a form allows businesses to get access profits through the use of public information, including data from fundamental analysis, since all market participants receive publicly available information. None of the information or none of the people will receive additional income through fundamental analysis. Another one I like to discuss is the strong form. A strong form of efficiency appears when the price of an asset reflects all information, past, public, and private. With a strong form of market efficiency, it is impossible, very impossible, to obtain benefits using inside information since it has already been taken into account in the price of a financial asset. Note, this form of market efficiency doesn't exist in real life, since the legislation contains specific barriers that prevent private information from getting to the public domain. Now, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, if the market is efficient, then all investors are equal in competitive condition in relation to each other. As a significant change in the price of a reset or asset can only be caused by the appearance of any new information that could not be predicted with a sufficient degree of reliability in advance. Therefore, the data is not taken into account in the price. At the same time, though, the particular anomalies are likely to be regarded as solid arguments in favor of refuting weak and semi-strong forms of market efficiency. Now, I gave the 3 examples of the efficiency situation, the hypothesis, but let me give my own opinion. There's a lot of ways on how you balance things out when it comes to financial situations, like money. You want to keep what you have, but sometimes want to get what you like. It's kind of psychological. Some of it can be psychological. Managing money can be psychological. Sometimes it can't. Depends on what you're getting or what you're buying or what you're spending. We are I'm not going to say we're in a shaky economy and we're looking at the throes of inflation. I mean, anything can happen. Who knows? As long as you have a little something put up and you're using your knowledge as far as money is concerned, that hypothesis can work. There's pro, con, and semi ways of doing things when it comes to managing financial situations whatsoever. Take me, for instance. I don't just spend. I save and I make sure I have something to fall back on. I'm going to always have something to fall back on no matter what. I don't care how big or small it is. I'm going to hold back and say, hey, do I need this? Do I want this? I mean, what good is it going to do me in the future if I'm getting it now? You know, you want to save your money, and you want to be very hypothetical about it. You want to think about it. You got to think long and hard about what you want to get, but if you want to get it, and will it benefit in the near future? So, these are ideas and opinion. This is how I feel, The hypothesis work. People just have to try it out, just sit and ask yourself, or look in the mirror and say, hey, do I want to spend this much money on such and such? If it's going to help me and it's not going to help me, then what's the point? It's like any kind of class you're doing, sitting in. Like, you have to think about, you get the question, you got to think about it and try to figure out the best answer. That's how it is with financial situations. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this, buying this? Is it worth it or not? If it is, okay, I'll get it. If not, then I'll just say forget it and move on and save the money for next time. As I said, I apologize for the background sounds out. I'm sitting outside doing this podcast show. It's been a while since I did one, but I will be doing one in a couple of days, with this being the start of May. This nice, cool, breezy Thursday in our fair city. It's supposed to be nice this week, but enough about the weather. I didn't want to get off subject, so I just wanted to give a full detail on the hypothesis of financial money, the markets, dealing with all that. I didn't talk about stocks and bonds, but that's probably something I'll discuss later on. And just to let you all know that, yes, my birthday was a couple of days ago. I'm big, happy, man now. I don't want to reveal my age. It's no big deal because I'm not ashamed. So, I relax. There go some people in the background laughing, ha, 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 while I'm giving my podcast. I got a cake. That was nice. A lot of birthday greetings and such and such. It was nice. It was real nice. But I'm going to end this podcast on a positive note and say, just keep listening to the Right Info podcast show. Listen to the shows, the past shows, and I will keep posting. And go to the Right Info blogs. It's called ushistoric.com/the right info. That's the website where you can find all my blogs where I talk about various issues. You can find my podcast on Spotify and Facebook and link it. I'm still posting. I'm trying to get it on iHeart and other stuff and all that. And Anchor as well. So just keep following me and get all the information you can. Read all the blogs that I posted and listen to all the podcasts. And I will say so long. Have a good evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of their day and be great. Thank you.